Man, this is starting to be pretty annoying. I figured if I stay on the big roads I'll get to some better cell reception. Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, this looks more like a beach than a camping. Come on Garmin, you gotta do better with your maps. What the hell, man? Alright, let's have a look at the map. So yesterday we went back to Vossevangen first to go up to the mountain, and then we continued on the E16 and the 50 to head a little bit more east, and then we stayed over in Hove. Today we want to go further east because we're heading to Sweden, so we're going to the E16, cross it, and then a little bit more down, and eventually at Koningsvinger we hope to cross the border. But things are not going exactly to plan, as you'll see. Good morning. So we had a good sleep, we had a good breakfast, yet for some reason this morning is feeling quite heavy. Maybe I need to take a rest day in between. But I've already tried that and somehow I never end up actually booking a second night and just still get up on the motorbike and drive off. And then during the day I kind of wake up anyway. So yeah, we'll see. Today is the day we should be crossing into Sweden. There it is, enter Sweden. So let's have a look what we get to see today. As you may have noticed, I'm trying a new angle with this camera. It seems to be slightly tilted. Let me... that looks better. Okay. Pretty curious to see what this gives. Let me know what you think, if you like it, or if you liked it more when it was slightly to the left. So the roads today are a mix of the slightly bigger roads, some smaller roads. We are going to come back into the area where the TET routes are. I'm not sure, I think we follow a real tiny bit, but most of the TET routes in that area are on normal asphalt roads anyway. So it doesn't really matter if we actually take a TET road or another road. There's some smaller roads in there anyway, so I think we should have a good day ahead of us. And it's not so bloody hot today. It's 20 degrees now, which kind of feels chilly after all those days riding in 30 degrees. Now let's see if we can get the drone up today as well. Because yesterday was mostly national parks, so yeah, we have to respect that. But I think today there's not going to be so many of them. Maybe not even a single one, so we'll see. I do know one thing for sure. The look is amazing already. We're out not even 5 minutes. So I'm going to shut my mouth for a bit. I'll let you enjoy the views with me. quickly gonna make a stop here at the supermarket. Now that we're here anyway. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, so got myself some bananas. Oh, that's not gonna work. I got some bananas, some fresh Coke, and something very important, some laundry detergent, because it's really time I do some laundry. So I'm hoping to find a spot today where I can do the laundry, because I'm starting to smell. Holy crap. Okay, let's continue. It is now almost, well, 20 to 4, almost 4 o'clock. I've done quite some distance over some main roads, basically just to get a bit ahead and get closer to the border. I don't think we're gonna make the border crossing today, because we made a couple of stops in between, got some drone footage and stuff, and all of that took us a little bit longer than expected. So I'm not sure, I don't think we're gonna cross into Sweden today. I'm also on the lookout for a place to spend the night, and I kind of want to stay at a campsite, mainly because then I can also wash my clothes. And I'm kind of really looking forward to laying down in the sun a bit and taking some rest, because I'm noticing a lot of signals from my body saying we need some rest. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. We're following this nice road here. There's some water out over there, but you can't really see it from the road here. Sometimes we get close, and like now we are a bit further away. But yeah, let's see what we can find to spend the night. Now the thing is, there's not really a lot around here. I just passed one campsite, but it was exactly like the very first one in Norway, which is unsupervised and just a pay terminal. So I'm definitely not doing that. But also, cell service is really bad around here, so it's quite impossible to look something up on Google Maps. So yeah, we kind of have to follow the road. I saw on my GPS there is a camping quite a lot up further. So I'm hoping that one will pan out to be something, and otherwise I hope to at least reach some better cell service so I can look it up on Google Maps. And maybe we do a little detour to get somewhere, but yeah, then I need to have some internet to be able to look it up first. Man, this is starting to be pretty annoying. I've been taking a little bit of the highways because I was so out of cell reception. I figured if I stay on the big roads I'll get to some better cell reception. But right now I'm at like, what, 1 maybe 2 kilometers from Oslo. And still there's no, well, I do have some reception, but without any speck of internet. So I'm starting to think there is kind of a technical outage on the network here in Norway or something. But I cannot look up anything at all. So basically I'm now just going off my GPS. And yeah, just picked a campsite on the GPS. That wasn't like right smack in the middle of Oslo. So I'm heading there now, and I'm hoping for the best, that for one they have some space left for me in my tent, and 2, that the facilities are gonna be okay, but it might be that it's really tailored to mobile homes, and that would not be so nice, because that usually means there's basically no facilities at all, because most mobile homes have all the facilities they need with them, which I don't, obviously. I only have my home and my bed, but nothing else. So let's see if this pans out to be something. I did do a quick stop at a supermarket and got myself some hamburgers, just to be sure that I do have food. So absolute worst case, we can do some wild camping and I can cook my own meal. So at least we're sure that we won't die tonight. At least not of, you know, hunger or whatever. Unless a bus runs me over. So this should be it somewhere here. I do see 2 bikers over there, so that may look promising. Oh wow, it's closed. Nice. Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. How cool is that? There's another one further up the road. Let's see if that's anything. Yeah, this looks more like a beach than a camping. Come on, Garmin, you gotta do better with your maps. What the hell, man? I was trying to phone another campsite earlier as well, because I figured, well, if I don't have a phone number, well, I can't look up a phone number because I have no internet, but there's phone numbers in the GPS, so I figured I'd try and call one, but the number was out of service. So yeah, and this is the latest map. I updated it before I left. It's the 2026 dot whatever, so I mean, that's pretty annoying. So now I gotta make another plan. My mobile service provider back in Belgium, they have a huge outage right now, and that is causing the network here to not allow me to go onto the internet, basically, because yeah, they cannot get in touch with my provider back home. So that's basically why they shut off the internet for me over here. So on one hand, that's hopeful, because that means they are working on it and it should come back hopefully soon. On the other hand, yeah, it's still useless. So I'm really at the mercy of my Garmin GPS saying that there's a camping here in 5 minutes. My brother also gave me the advice to look up the campings that are in the TripAdvisor list in the GPS. Those are usually fine. The ones that I looked up before were not from TripAdvisor but Garmin itself. So he said pick one from TripAdvisor, and luckily this one, luckily this one is a TripAdvisor one, so I'm keeping my hopes up, and we'll see where we end up. But yeah, it's 6:30 now. Boy, this day turned out a lot longer than I wanted it to, but whatever, it's fine. I am really tired though, so I'm really looking forward to taking off my boots, having a seat, and getting some food in my belly, because I've been kind of chasing my tail a little bit since the afternoon. Because at first, obviously, I thought I was just in a bad place, you know, with no reception, so I figured I kept on driving to bigger towns and hoped to get better reception there. Of course, little did I know that wasn't gonna work, but yeah, that brought me kind of off route. And then when I still had no reception back in Oslo and started thinking, okay, I'm never gonna get internet right now, so started relying on my GPS, which also turned out to be not really useful. So that's 2 strikes that brought me way off route and took me way longer. So I'm really hoping this is not going to turn into strike number 3. Whew, that's a massive one. Holy crap. I don't expect this to be anything glamorous. I mean, what the hell? It's like you need a proper route planner to find your spot here. Probably. Okay, let me quickly pop the bike out here and then have a look at the reception. The reception is going to be closed. I don't know. Alright, so it's not ideal. It is very nice. There's a very nice lady who helped me out as well. She even took me in her golf cart to drive around and look for a spot. And she actually found me a spot right at the water. Maybe it's even the best spot of the whole camping. It's just a little bit tricky getting there. And then she actually offered me 1 free shower. First I thought she meant that I needed one. But no, because I was driving so long all day looking for all the campings, she said, I'm offering you a shower for free. I was like, oh, that's nice. So now this is where we need to be. I just need to put my bike here. And the rest you'll see. So, while I'm cooking my dinner here, this day was a weird one. It was way longer than expected. Expected to be in Sweden already, but we're really close to the border there. So tomorrow morning we're definitely crossing into Sweden. Seen some nice stuff, but also a lot of highways which were not so interesting. But not every day can be a winning day, right? I'm really tired, really hungry, so I'm gonna enjoy that burger and probably head to bed pretty early tonight. And then I'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Ciao!